Hey guys, today is the last day of October, so that means it's the last video for Crocktober. And every other time that I've done this, I have cooked something, but this time I'm not going to be cooking anything. I know that I said I was going to be doing the crock pot bread, but I haven't had time to do that because it's a process. You have to let it proof for 8 hours and then you cook it. So I will do that later, sometime in November. I plan on doing that, so maybe that can be something you have at your Thanksgiving table or something, but I will do that crock pot bread sometime soon. The reason why that I have not done that is because it does take so long, because there's like things you have to do before you actually cook it. The crock pot part is super fast and easy. The other part is the part that takes time. And we've been painting our family room and reorganizing and things like that. And if you've watched any of my videos, you know, most likely you know anyway, that my desk, my whole entire YouTube, everything is in the family room. So I've been reorganizing all that. We're still not done painting, and that just took a lot more time. We had been planning on painting it for years and just had not done it, and then one day on a whim we just decided to go ahead and do it because we had all the supplies. So that has stopped me from doing that. But I think that what I'm doing today is really important, and it's something we should all do for our crock pots. And I say for our crock pots because it does help them run more efficiently. I have not done it in a very long time, and you will see that result of that in just a moment. But what I'm talking about is cleaning our crock pots. We clean our stoves, we clean our toaster ovens, we clean our ovens, we clean our coffee pots, all the little different electronic devices that we use, and the big ones that help us throughout the day. Our washing machines, our dryers, well, you should clean all those things. So we clean all of that, but a lot of times we don't really clean our crock pots as often as they should be. And honestly, I don't know exactly how often you should do it, but I know whenever they look like mine, you really should have already done it. So I'm gonna set y'all up over here to where I have the crock pot at, so that you can see inside of it, and then I'm going to show you everything that I'm using to clean it today. I'm using something I've never used before, and no, this is not a sponsored video, but I've used this in another video before. I'll just link that so you can see what it's all about. But this is for cleaning anything that's greasy, and actually it's very good with soap scum too. I use it to clean my shower, and it works super great. So I'm going to use this because I saw where that someone else on Instagram on the Super Clean page had actually cleaned their crock pot with this. They didn't tell how, they just showed their crock pot. So I'm going to try this today to see if it works out. And I mean, if it cuts grease, it'll cut this, you know. So let me get y'all set up, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm not talking about the actual crock whenever I talk about cleaning it. And actually it's really dark over here, but this is the bigger area I have, so hopefully it'll be the easiest. But I'm not talking about the actual crock here. I'm talking about this part. So this part right here, a lot of times we neglect it. We don't clean it out. We just let it, you know, let it go and put the crock back in there and cook away. Well, even my cord has dust and stuff on it because it just does. So today I want to clean this part, because this is your cooking element. This is what heats up these right here, and this is what makes sure that this is what is actually the main thing. I mean, you can't actually put food in this, but if you don't have this in good working order, your crock pot's not going to work well. So I'm going to spray some of this super clean in here. And this is biodegradable. And I also have the squirt kind, not just the foam. But I wanted to use the foam so it would stick better since it's on the sides. But if I can open it, I can't. There we go. I'm going to spray some of this in here, and I'm going to let it sit for a little while. And then I'm going to actually come back and show y'all the cleaning. But you just spray it on. I need to turn it some. And I want to get around this edge too. I don't like breathing this stuff in because it just stinks. All cleaners stink to me most of the time. Unless they're like, I don't know how to explain it. But I want to get around this top edge because it needs to soak too. It's kind of difficult whenever I'm trying not to spray everything else though. Maybe I should have done it outside. Okay, I think I've got it all. And I'm going to let that sit there and loosen up all that stuff. Okay, so I have a little scrubby thing here. This is like those, you can get the big ones from Sam's. And you just cut them down. I just cut a little bit off of one. I don't know why it was actually like that because I usually cut them into quarters. But somehow that happened. I don't know. And then I have some hotter than tap water. I heated it in my little kettle. And you don't have to use these gloves with this cleaner, but I have super dry hands and eczema, and they end up being super sensitive to lots of things. And also this time of year they start having some drying and cracking problems, actually all year long. So I'm using gloves, but you do not have to use gloves with this cleaner unless you have some kind of problem like I do. Just wanted to tell you all that, just to tell you all that, because, you know, I don't want you to think it's going to be like super toxic and bad. You can do this in your house, it's fine. So, as you can see, I have like a pool of stuff here of gross, but this is just my finger, and I'm not even pressing. I'm not even pressing at all. I'm just rubbing a little bit, and you can see that stuff is coming off. So what I'm going to do is, because you can't submerge these. If I could submerge this, I would have this in my sink, and I'd be doing it that way. But I'm going to take this, and I'm going to get a little bit out of the bottom, and I'm just going to go, and I'm not pressing. I'm just barely, like rubbing. I may press, you know, once I get to the spot where can't, you know, get it off easily. But I'm just going to scrub this up, and I'm probably not going to make you sit here and watch me scrub it in normal time. What I'm probably going to do is speed it up because it's just going to be the same thing the whole time. I'm not focusing on getting every little speck off of here because this crock pot is probably about 15 years old, and I probably never will get every little speck off, but I'm just gonna try to get all I can. It's got its bruises and bangs from, you know, over the years, and just like us, it's not gonna be perfect. It's not going to be brand new again. I know that. So I will scrub this as much as I think I can, and then I will come back and show you, or I'll slow this video down and show you what I'm doing next. Okay, so you saw that I got my pot scraper out. This thing is awesome. It does all kinds of good stuff. But I'm going to take some paper towels and I'm just going to go in and dry up all that I can and wipe all of this down. There's some spots that I can't seem to get it up. I'm pretty sure if I let it soak a little bit more, I could get all that out. But for the benefit of this video, and actually I just don't mind if there's a few little spots in there, I'm not going to worry about it unless I can get it out now. It could have been that I just had too much stuff in my way to actually be able to see what was going on and to see what was still stuck on and what was not. So I'm going to do that. Wipe all that down, and because you are supposed to rinse this stuff, I am going to use this hot water with a cloth to get that out. I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm just going to soak my microfiber cloth really good and just wipe it out. And you're gonna have to clean your handles and all that stuff too. The handles of mine are nasty, it looks like. But you clean the handles and you clean the outside. And like I said, my crock pot is probably 15 or more years old. So I say it looks pretty good for being that old, but you just want to clean all that up. I probably should have taken my gloves off, but like I said, I don't want, or I should have washed my hands. I just don't want my hands to get worse. This right here is a little spot where you can, there's labels that came with this crock pot that you could label what your dish was. But just clean it all up, and it won't be good as new, but it's clean at least. And I have seen some people that have never cleaned their crock pot, like not ever, and I don't understand that, because you clean your stove, you clean your other things. Why do you never clean your crock pot? Why do you never clean your coffee pot? I mean, there's some people just don't. They don't even wipe it, is what I'm saying. They don't even wipe out the outside. Now, I could understand people not cleaning that part, because not many people do that. And I didn't used to, because I didn't know you needed to. Oh, I already got that out. Whatever it was. But I've learned that if you clean things up, they last longer. But also, what I did not say in the very beginning of this is make sure your crock pot is completely cooled before you start this. And like I said, if I could stick it into the water, it'd be a lot easier, but you can't do that. And if you only use your crock pot in October, this will be the perfect time to clean it. Of course, I use mine year round, so anytime's a perfect time. Alright, so I'm going to rinse this in the sink, and then I'm going to get some more hot water and go over that again. Alright, I'm going to dip it in here again, because this water is hot. It's not boiling, but it's hotter than tap water. And actually, if I took my rag and just let it sit over these spots for a little while, they would probably all come up. Okay, so that's my crock pot. It's not perfect. I don't mind it not being perfect, but that's how it's gonna look for this. And like I said, I will get that bread recipe out. I just have not had time to do it. It is a process. It's not one that's you know, you just throw it in there and go about your business. It takes time. So I will see you guys next time. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, go ahead and hit the like button. If you like my channel, go ahead and subscribe and hit the bell so be notified whenever I upload. Also, leave me a comment down below. Do you clean your crock pot or all your other small appliances? Because there was a time in my life where I did not, and I regretted it. So I will see you again the next time. I don't know when that's going to be, but whenever. Actually, I don't know if I have a video coming out Monday or not. Yes, I do. Yes, I'll see you tomorrow. So remember, don't take any wooden nickels, and be sweet.